This is a wire winding wreath machine, and you buy the wreath form, which is just basically a wire form. And I always wrap it with cedar, and so that you have a base, a wider base to work on to put your wreath pieces, and also it makes it nice and firm. So when you pick up your wreath, it's a nice firm wreath. So you just take cedar, and I just wind it on there. And I just put enough on so that I've got a nice thick base to work with. And to start your wreath, you always choose some long pieces, because when you finish the wreath, you have to lift these up so you don't see the ending. And then you fix your wreath up with a few special pieces, maybe some cone cedar. So you always want to make sure that your wire is catching what you're putting in. Your wreath piece is basically as long as your hand, about 7 inches long. And you're holding the wreath. I don't know why you do it, but you're holding the wreath as it comes along. So if you do find any spots you've missed a piece, you just stick it in when you feel it's missing. Put a little bit of yellowed cedar in there, and you place your pieces, I guess kind of like a jigsaw puzzle. If something's missing, you stick it in there. Usually anything in florist type things, you have 3, 5 odd numbers. So I'm really looking to put 3 groups of my pattern here. These wire rings will only cost you 19 to 25 cents. And your last pieces are shorter than your first pieces. To finish off your wreath, you just wind it a few times to hold it in place. Turn off your machine. Open it up. Bring your wreath out. And you pull a bit of wire off with your wreath. Clip it with your wire cutters. And this comes around and holds those first pieces that you put on in place. I started with a 12-inch wreath ring, and we sell the wreaths by ring size. So a 12-inch ring sells for $12.50. A 14-inch ring sells for $14.50. And when you get up to 18 and 20-inch, they're so huge, they go up like to $22.50, because a 20-inch ring will give you a huge wreath when you're finished. And it takes a lot of material. A normal florist would double the price. They would sell this for $25 to $30. And they'd probably put a bow on. Maybe not.